The Braves take on the Dodgers, Game 2 of the NLCS, and that's going to be a 6:05 p.m. Eastern first pitch. The Dodgers are down 1-0 in the series. Despite that, though, the Dodgers are still the $1.50 favorite in this matchup here today, with the total at 8.5, juice to the over. We're 4-2 in our last 6 NFL tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. We're also hitting at 67% for the entire 2020 season in our NFL tier membership on that website as well. For more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now the Braves are plus $1.25 for an outright win. And if you like them catching the 1.5, they're now minus $1.75 on the run line. Looks like Ian Anderson for the Braves, Tony Gonsolin for the Dodgers. Now Gonsolin's making his first career postseason start as he's filling in for Clayton Kershaw, who's been struggling with back spasms as of late. So making a little spot start here today. The Dodgers have given up 13 runs in their last 3 playoff games, certainly not indicative of the entire season. They've also seen some of their top stars kind of struggle here in the postseason. Max Muncy's just 3 for 19 with no homers and 2 ribbies. Chris Taylor's also batting just 157 in the postseason, 6 strikeouts and no RBI. And of course, we can't forget about Justin Turner, who's gone just 3 for 22 with no extra base hits and 4 strikeouts in the playoffs. They're taking on a Braves team who's on a 6-game winning streak and is holding their opponents to just 1 run per contest on average in the entire 2020 postseason. These guys have pounded the ball all year long. Matter of fact, Atlanta's actually shut out their opponents 4 times in the playoffs as well. They have Ian Anderson on the bump here tonight, 3-2 record on the season, 1.95 ERA. He struck out 41 batters in just over 32 innings of work. Anderson also has a whip of just 1.08. Very good stat there. The Braves are winning by nearly 4 runs per contest on average in the postseason, and a lot of that is thanks to this powerful Atlanta lineup. They've been pounding the ball all year long. Travis d'Arnaud is leading the club in postseason hits, homers, RBI, and on-base percentage. d'Arnaud's batting .391 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs. He's also got an on-base percentage of .481. Marcell Ozuna's also hit 3 extra base hits in the postseason and knocked in 6. Now, total-wise, Atlanta's last 3 ball games all stayed under the total of 8.5 runs. 5 out of their last 6 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, the Dodgers, on the other side, 5 out of their last 7 games stayed under the 8.5 themselves. Give me the Braves plus 1.5, keeping this one at least close, and the under 8.5 runs in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines of personal leans out for Tuesday's MLB baseball action. Happy Tuesday to you guys. Hopefully you had a great start to your week. Now before we dive into some more free content right here on YouTube, I just have to quickly remind you once again that we are currently 4-2 in our last 6 NFL tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. We're also hitting at 67% for the entire 2020 season in our NFL tier on that site as well. For more information on how you can join in on the action, a link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at Rays-Astros Game 3. And that's going to be an 8:40 p.m. Eastern start time. Rays up 2-0 in the series. Tampa Bay is also the $1.15 favorite on the money line. Totals 8.5, juice to the over. The Astros are the slight minus 105 underdog on the money line themselves. And if you like them plus the 1.5, they're minus $1.75 on the run line. Now Ryan Yarbrough gets the nod for the Rays. Jose Urquidy for the Astros.